Hi guys, today I made this Caprese salad from the island of Capri, which is essentially tomato, basil and mozzarella. Though here I used naked cherry tomatoes because I think cherry tomatoes are sweeter. What makes them naked is that I peeled them first and then marinated them. This allows the marinade to completely permeate the tomatoes and you'll still have the popping, bursting feeling in your mouth when you bite into them. Start off with a bunch of cherry tomatoes. Weights aren't really important here, but for the record I'm using 250 grams. And gently and not so deeply score an X into the very bottom of the tomato. A serrated knife is best here to get through the tomato's tough skin. Just remember not to cut too deep. Then once they're all done, take them over to the hob. Bring a large pan of water to the boil and pile in your cherry tomatoes. And let them steep in there in the boiling water for literally just 30 seconds. Give them a little stir and then scoop them all out and immerse them in cold water to stop the cooking. Once they've cooled right down, then strain the water and start to peel the tomatoes. The skin should be so easy to remove. You could do it with just your fingers, but if there's any little bits that are stuck to the tomato, just grab your knife and just peel it off. Really, really easy. Once they're all done, then just set them aside and get rid of the skins so you can make your marinade. To do this, add about a half a teaspoon of black peppercorns to a pestle and mortar. Add a good fat pinch of sea salt flakes. Take a bunch of fresh basil and remove a few leaves, probably about 7 to 10, but make sure you keep the prettier leaves for the end for garnish. Now add your basil leaves, but you might want to give them a little tear first just to help with the grinding. Then I added about 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, then bash and grind it all up until all the peppercorns are cracked and the basil leaves are macerated and it's all nice and combined. But it doesn't have to be perfect. Now bring back the tomatoes and pour the marinade over them. Give them a good mix up and then transfer them to the fridge to marinate for at least a half an hour, stirring occasionally. In the meantime, take 2 balls of buffalo mozzarella. It should be buffalo because it has a much better flavour, though cow's mozzarella actually cuts better and makes for cleaner slices. So just slice them really thickly and then lay them out on a serving tray. Then I took some good shop-bought pesto, which was a little thick for the dressing here, so I added 2 teaspoons of it to a ramekin and loosened it with another 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil and mixed it all up. I wanted this dressing to be a kind of a thick dripping consistency. If it's too thin for you, then add some more pesto, and if it's too thick, then loosen it with some more olive oil. Now just leave everything until the tomatoes have marinated. Once they've marinated to your liking, give them another stir and then pile them all into the centre of your mozzarella. Drizzle any remaining marinade over the tomatoes as well. Now take your pesto dressing and drizzle it over the salad. I like to aim it mostly at the cheese because I think the colour of the pesto dressing is really beautiful against the white cheese. I did drizzle a little bit over the tomatoes too though. Now just scatter over a few of the prettier fresh basil leaves for garnish. This salad is so easy and delicious and is perfect for 2 but could easily be scaled up if you're cooking for a crowd. Thanks a million for watching guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button below and the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can check me out on social media. You'll find all the links to my accounts in the description below, as well as the link to my blog where you'll find the full recipe at www.rookiecook.org.